Hello everyone, it's your guy Oyeka Film Story again, the Bimbing One of Africa, 001 of 042, and you're welcome to another podcast section of Oyeka Films. Okay, today what we have today, we are talking about a topic that have been misunderstood by individuals all over the group. Okay, we are talking about albinism. Albinism is a genetic condition that affects the melanin production of the skin, body, all of them. But you see this guy over here? This guy is living a special life more than you. Watch this video to the end to see why these guys are unique, why they are living so special more than you. So many people think that albinism is a curse to humanity. I don't call them people with disability, I call them people with special ability, because if you call them people with disability, it is a disrespect to their humanity. So, and today I'm with Philip. How far?
Nah, I'm good.
So who is Philip? What is your story?
So my name is Philip. I'm an indigenous of Enugu State here. So my grandmother has albinism. It was dominant in her but recessive in my father. So it was passed down to me. So it was dominant in me. So basically I grew up here in Enugu. So as an albino and everything that comes with it, every other thing that comes with being an albino.
You are albino.
Yeah.
Wow, guys. So it was your parent that passed the gene to you?
Yes, from my grandma to my father, who it was recessive in. So he's not an albino if you see him, but it's dominant in me.
Okay, it's dominant in you.
Yeah.
Is there any misconceptions that you face about this albinism?
There's a general misconception that albinos cannot see by the virtue of being an albino. So usually the melanin production in the body is retarded, is reduced. So yes, I do have eye problem, but out of all, I am in quite a few groups of albinism groups, and there are a lot of people that I know that are albinos that do not have eye problem. Then there's a lot of people that are albinos, but you may not know. So when you're an albino, it basically means you don't produce enough melanin, which is used to color the body, the hair, and sometimes it's used for the eye muscles. That's why some albinos get this thing. So there are people who are producing enough. So it is enough to color their skin. But if you ever look at their hair, you find out that there's a kind of weird thing going on with the hair of the color of their hair. So that person could also be an albino. So it kind of spreads. There's a wide range of people with albino. It depends on how much you're producing and where you are diversing that amount you are producing to. So yes.
So how do you cope with, in a situation whereby people ask you intrusive questions about albinism? How do you cope with that?
At first, at the earlier years of my life, I felt like kind of ostracized. I felt bad about it. But usually, you just get used to it. Usually, just get used to it, like something that happens every other day.
There was a day that we were going home, so someone asked you a question, can you see me? Even some of our lecturers, they'll just be making fun of you. How do you feel about that stuff?
Well, I usually feel like I've said, not every albino have that eye problem. So when they say it, I feel like, okay, this one is the dumb one.
They didn't know that you are like a human being like us. That is a disrespect to our humanity,
Yeah. Most times people will just say anything to catch cruise, and I try not to waste my time on it.
Yeah.
I try not to waste my time on it.
I want you to tell me, is there any hobby that you have interest in?
Watching movies and sleeping. That's where most of my hobbies are. But I do take pleasure in reading novels. A lot of novels, actually.
What about playing football? You argued about that thing the other day.
Yes, I play football. I beg, please. Albinos play football. I play football actually. So I kind of stopped playing football. Like sometime around my GS3 or so. That was when I stopped visiting the field. But I play football on usual cases. Please, albinism is like no melanin. The production is retarded. It does not have anything to do with your ability to control a football. in the pitch, please. I play football.
When you are playing that football, the sun hits your travel length phrase, all of them, because of your body, the kind of skin that you have. Is it not harming your skin?
So I do know there are albinos that, like, I think I do get a good amount of melanin in my skin. If you notice, I don't get black spots.
Okay.
And the thing is, I can actually
Okay,
stay.
there are some that have
Yeah,
black spots.
there are people that get those black spots, and actually I can stay in direct sunlight for up to good 3 hours. So how you would notice is I may turn red occasionally,
Yes.
but it's not like it's paining me. It's usually someone has to tell me, like, yeah, you are red, though,
Yes.
before I will know that, okay, I'm red, I've stayed too long. Then if I now extend my stay too long, I will not get sunburn. I will not get sunburn. But if I wear sunscreen, I can actually stay quite much longer in direct sunlight. I can actually stay quite longer in direct sunlight.
Wow. Okay. Another question is this: do you have any supportive community that helps you?
I'm in a couple of groups on WhatsApp, Telegram, and on Facebook on albinism stuff. So, but usually on the first basis is I do not usually find myself as somebody that needs that much help. So, but I do find I am in some of those groups, and the good thing is that you actually get more information about what's going on with your body and actually know what is happening, what's what and what's not about it.
The reason why I ask this question is that there are a lot of people outside there. Albinism is affected by so many people around the world, not only in Nigeria. Like during my research, I found out that they have about 50,000 of them, more than even the one that they captured. Though people that they know that these people are registered, but there are some that are not registered under Albinism Foundation, all of them. So the reason why I ask this question is because there are so many of them that are outside there, they don't know anything about it, but they need to find resourceful foundations, communities that when they are attached themselves, engage themselves in, it will be okay for them. Some of these foundations do give cream. The cream that like someone that has a presence of melanin in the body is not the same with others like yours, because there is a cream for it, right?
Yeah, there is a cream, but like I said, I do get a good amount of melanin in my skin.
Yeah.
Most times I just got normal.
Mm.
A good amount of time I don't actually.
In case you are watching this video and you have anyone with the presence, with the absence of melanin in the body, meaning albino, please, I would love you to educate the person to find a resourceful community that will help them to battle this, because it is not easy. Once more, I want to appreciate you guys, to compliment you, or because of the kind of unique strength, the resilience, and the beauty you guys bring to the community is very, very good. I really love that. The hair, the skin, you guys are just unique in nature, and you have to maintain that uniqueness so that it won't form something that you were in your secondary school. How did you feel? Like the kind of thing that people tell you that are they not making mockery of you?
Yes, a good amount of people do. And honestly, a lot of people have recently said that I do have quite a bad mouth. Hey, I guess when you get insulted a lot, you pick up some insults, right?
And you have bad mouth. I know you have bad mouth. Someone will look at you like this, and the person will think that you do not have bad mouth.
Hey,
your own.
That's one of the good things about being albino. I do actually get a lot of. I do actually get to the hearts of people easier. So, like, I could actually come out and plead with someone on something that would actually be tougher to get, and I'll get it easier. It's like a last born effect, but it does not work with my family people. They know me too well. Just for strangers.
Philip, you a bad boy. I want you to tell me something about, like, something that you have interest in. Have you traveled to any place before?
So, actually, in my life, I've done very, very minimal traveling. So, my mom is quite protective. If anybody that knows her, she's quite protective. And in my childhood, she did not let me move around that much, and I also didn't also like to move around that much. So I've been in a couple of places. I once visited this thing, Anambra, and mostly that's it. That's it. So I've been in Enugu like all my life.
What can you do with 1,000 naira in Nigeria? What can you do with 1,000?
So good. I was just so
Wait, the thing no go reach you buy something for market.
no, no, like before it's made, it's wood, but these days the value has just depreciated. It has too depreciated. It has too depreciated. You can't even buy good singlet with 1,000 naira anymore. Compared to when I was in secondary school, you can't do it anymore. Can do, like I do recall an incident when I was like telling my brother I once used 15 naira to buy a couple of things, and then my mom was like, when we were in university, we used to buy bread 20 naira. Then my dad was like, look at this one. That time we used to use shilling, and so it just seemed like Nigeria has just gotten worse and worse and worse over time. And I wouldn't say it's something that, though it has extremely accelerated in toward the past government regime, but we just things just got expensive. I guess people get greedy.
If you were given the opportunity to become the next president of Nigeria, what will you change?
Um, if I'm given the opportunity to become the next president,
Yeah.
in my opinion, I don't know. One of the things I would change is the educational system, and I'm not talking about going to school, getting a job, or this thing. I'm talking about people's mentality and this thing. There is an adage that says "Narobafo or women," and it is something that is actually happening in our community. I don't know if you have ever like sat with someone and like said, look at this thing. Why are these people doing it like this now? Now the truth is, even the person that is doing it in that wrong way realize that it is quite not the best way to do it. But when they do it, they will just say this is Nigeria, and that is it just kind of creates a way to forgive the atrocities we commit on ourselves.
Yeah.
But the truth remains. One man cannot come and save you. The president, even if the president, you get a God sent president, he still has how many members of House of Assembly to tackle?
Yeah.
Ministers, all this bunch of people, and hungry politicians. In fact, before you know, if you ever heard the amount used to purchase a presidential ticket,
Yeah.
you would know that it's actually not that everybody that is purchasing this thing already has personal this thing. So I actually believe that if we can get better education, better enlightenment, like teach people better, change some of the way we do things, make people believe that like now drop by drop, way ocean the food.
Okay.
Like
Is there anything that you will love people to know about albinism?
one of the things that I would love people to know, in as much as it comes with its specs, it also comes with its downside, and constantly rubbing it on somebody that is an albino's face. Like for the people, there are people who are less mentally fortified for that kind of things. You might drive the person, your words might hurt the person. Like I did know that I did get hurt in the beginning, in the earlier years of my life, but I did grow out of it.
You guys have heard it all from him. Albinism is not a cause, it's just a genetic condition that affects the melanin of the body. They are human being like you. Don't call them people with disability, just call them essential people with ability. If this is your first time of visiting my channel, please, what we do here is that I tell stories about people and places with the aim of changing the negative narration about Africans by promoting our African status, innovation, successful entrepreneurs, entertainment, lifestyle. Just follow me in this journey by subscribing to my YouTube channel. I want to use this opportunity to extend my heartfelt gratitude to each and every one of you, even my organizers, volunteers, and my guests